I'll be like, oh, this is great. Like, I should better myself and like challenge myself intellectually, and then I get distracted by like erotica. So. Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Kat. This is Pam, my best friend, and today we are doing the mid-year Freakout book tag. We did the first 7 questions on Pam's channel, and now we're doing the second set of 7 questions. Alright, let's get into it. So the first question is, who is your newest fictional crush? We're gonna write them on these pieces of paper and then try to guess each other.
I've got 4 crushes and I'm not ashamed. Wait, is one of them Bechtel from Ice Barbarians?
It's definitely not.
Okay, alright. So you can guess mine first.
Kaz Brecker.
Ding, ding, ding. 1.
Okay, Nezha.
Ding, ding, ding. 2.
And you have 4? Are the other 2, do I know them?
One of them you know, the other
one.
Oh,
Alex from People With Me on Vacation.
Damn! Okay. The 4th one I literally just told you before this video.
You did?
Yes!
Was this in a book that we've read together?
No, you haven't read this book. Do you want me to just tell you?
Yeah, I just...
Okay, it's Theo from An Unkindness of
Oh!
I literally just told you.
God!
See, I wrote a lot. So, Nisha, the Poppy War trilogy. He's a beautiful man with scars. And then Kaz, obvious reasons, criminal mastermind, very hot, very emotionally unavailable. Shit! And then Alex from People We Meet on Vacation. He's my type. He's like grumpy and quiet, which I like. Like literally, I date someone who's grumpy and quiet. And then Theo from An Unkindness of Ghosts. He's like a doctor character, and you need to read this book. There's like no reason for me to have a crush on him, but I do. He's like the doctor, and he does anything and everything for the main character, Aster. And they're both genderqueer, and I'm all for them. Okay, and then for you, I think Nezha.
Nope.
What? Okay, Nikolai?
Yes.
Okay, Francis?
No.
Oh, Augustus?
Yeah.
Okay, I got that. How many do you have? 3?
3, yeah.
Do I know the 3rd?
You know.
Kaz?
No.
Who could it be?
It is a female character.
Oh, is it Zoya?
Yeah!
Finally!
Yes!
I got there.
So yeah, Nikolai and Zoya are my bi-panic couple. Like, I love both of them. They're literally like, they're so hot together. Like, if I could have a threesome with any couple in the world, it would be Nikolai and Zoya. So the next question is, who is your newest favorite character?
The options are limitless. But is it Zoya?
No.
Okay. Is it from a book that I've read?
It's, yeah. So I cheated, but it...
Is it Inez?
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah. But also the entire cast of Six of Crows.
That's so cheap! Look at the little font she wrote.
I couldn't choose. And this includes Milo.
Aww.
He's not even in the book.
He's canon though now.
Yeah, he's canon.
Alright, who do you think mine is? I've told you this also. Man, you don't remember.
Oh yeah, Noemi from Mexican Gothic.
Yes,
Yeah,
I love her. She is a good character. She's like, even though she's super strong and like sexy, career driven, she also is afraid, and I like that. She had it all.
She has the soft side. It's similar to Inej actually. Like, they're both super capable and strong.
Yes.
But they both have this soft side that you get to see, and it's really nice.
Yeah. I mean, I would die for Inej though.
Yeah, like, I mean, everyone else in the books was ready to die for her.
It's true.
So the next question is, book that made you cry. I actually have a whole video about books that made me cry. Lately, I think like every single book I read makes me cry, but I'm just gonna choose like 2. So.
2? Okay. Okay, I'll choose 2 also. Dang. That's gonna be challenging for me to guess yours.
I made a whole video. You saw the video.
No, I mean, but if you're gonna only choose 2,
Oh.
you were like, do you watch my videos?
Did you cry in Crooked Kingdom?
Yes, but that's not one of them.
Okay. Oh, Song of Achilles.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that is
Okay.
one. What is the other?
Did I read it?
Yes. You should know this one.
Is it People We Meet on Vacation?
No, I didn't cry during
okay,
that
okay.
one. That one just made me go, This was in your video too.
It was?
Yes.
Oh, do you cry in Silver Flames?
No.
I don't remember. Beach Read?
No.
What was in my video?
The Resistors.
Oh, that wasn't in my video.
Oh shit, it wasn't?
No.
But I know that made you cry.
Yeah, I read that like a couple years ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
But it's The Resistors.
But I knew it would make you cry.
And it did. It made me cry in a way where I was listening to the audiobook. Tim, my partner, came in from work and he just found me sobbing on the couch. Didn't realize I was listening to an audiobook. Came up to me and brought me tissues like, what's wrong? What's wrong? And I'm like, this part of the book is so sad. Well, let me guess yours. Is it A Court of Summer?
No.
Is it the King of Scars
Yes,
duology?
it's supposed to, yes.
Yay me!
Yeah, because Zoya, her backstory is just really sad, and I just love like how she's a really strong, emotionally guarded person, and then throughout the book you see like her learning how to let love in. It's like
Nothing quite like emotionally unavailable people becoming emotionally available.
yeah, it's great.
Yeah. Yeah, my other one was Song of Achilles, which Kat has not read yet. And it is like, I feel like it's a good summertime read because it's a lot about like, you know, young boys growing up, falling in love, and then the war. And yeah, the end of this book made me cry and I didn't expect it to. It was just like very beautiful and bittersweet.
The next question is a book that made you happy.
Oh. I wonder if we'll have the same one.
Guess mine. It's probably not hard.
Dial A for Aunties?
Oh, no. Though that is one. That's a good one. I should have picked that one.
Beach Read?
Yeah. It's
Yeah!
Yeah, this book, I bought it knowing that it would be a nice light read. And
it was so much more.
It was so much more, but it also just like filled me with joy in a way that I haven't been filled with joy in a while, especially by a book. And so like it was just a really nice like healing read. Like after I read it, I immediately like flipped to the beginning, was like, I'm gonna read just like some of my favorite parts again, just because it's so like comforting and really sweet.
That is really sweet.
It was yours, Dial A.
Yeah! Dial A for Aunties. It is a murder comedy set in the San Gabriel Valley.
Yeah.
Extremely hilarious. Made me laugh out loud way more times than I have reading any other book as of late. And Kat read it, also enjoyed it. And yeah, I've just like discovered a whole new genre that I apparently love, which is like aunties who help you get away with murder.
Yeah, I mean, that's what family's for.
That's what family's for. I help you get away with murder.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
So the next question is the most beautiful book you've bought or that you've received.
Yeah, I didn't bring mine. But can you guess what it is?
Oh yeah, it's the Madame Bovary. It's like a fancy version of Madame Bovary.
That Cat got me for my birthday. It was my
Yeah.
birthday. Madame Bovary somehow became a book that has meant a lot to me for some reason. I just think it's like the original Desperate Housewife, basically.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Lots of
read
scandal.
it in high school together, right? Like, yeah.
And then we read it in college
Yeah,
together.
yeah. So like our high school English teacher would always say like after you read Madame Bovary, like when you're in high school, you should definitely read it again when you're older, especially as a woman, because your perspective on it really changes.
It
So,
definitely does.
Yeah, so like in high school, I feel like I read it and I was like, oh, like Charles is so boring. Like I get why she cheats. And then in college when we reread it, I was like, but Charles is the only one who truly cares for her. And
Yeah.
it's really sad.
It's really sad. Yeah, I am very overdue to do a video about Madame Bovary, but it's definitely on my list of books I want to talk about in terms of classics that have really meant a lot and that I think more people should read, because I don't think a lot of people talk about Madame Bovary when it comes to classics. Everything's about Jane Austen, you know.
Well, Jane Austen's like classic romance, and I feel like Madame Bovary is like
classic mess.
It's a bit like anti-romance, right?
That's
true. It takes all of the romantic
also written
tropes.
by a man.
Yeah, but it takes all the romantic tropes and like flips them on the head, and it's like
they're all fucked up.
Yeah.
But for you,
yes, for me, I
don't know what they would be.
The beautiful ones. It's a really beautiful cover. I really, really enjoyed this one. It's just like a very beautiful, sensual read.
A lot of her books are sensual.
Yeah, her writing just like really transport you to places, and the way she writes romantic tension and yearning is so nice. I really like it.
Yeah, Mexican Gothic also has actually a really nice cover.
And then Outlawed, I basically bought this for the cover. It's just beautiful. The premise is also really interesting. It's kind of like a Western, but post-apocalyptic, kind of in a world where if you're a woman and you can't have children, then you get outcast by your community. And then it's about this like band of outlaws who are all barren women and like gender fluid people who like have this plan to try and basically create a community where they can all be safe. I thought the representation was really cool, and I thought the premise was really cool, but ultimately the execution kind of fell flat for me.
The cover is pretty.
The cover is really pretty, and I love having it like on my bookshelf, so you know.
Sometimes it be
like
that.
So the next to last question is, what books do you want to read by the end of the year?
Yeah, I don't know how to guess this.
I know your TBR is really, really long.
It is. We should just share.
Okay.
Okay, you first.
Okay, so mine is Pleasure Activism and Minor Feelings. So these are both nonfiction books, and I am really bad at reading nonfiction. I'll be like, oh, this is great. Like, I should better myself and like challenge myself intellectually, and then I get distracted by like erotica. So
True.
I have started both. But Minor Feelings keeps making me cry, so I have to take breaks. And then Pleasure Activism is, so far, it's like actually been really engaging for me for a nonfiction read. Like I find myself like drawn to reading it, so I think that one will probably be an easier nonfiction read for me.
Nice. Yeah, mine are, one is nonfiction and it's On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous by Ocean Vuong, and then the top one is the Broken Earth trilogy by N.K. Jemisin.
Nice.
And yeah, the Broken Earth trilogy I have been meaning to read for a very long time now, and I have every single book in the trilogy that's just sitting there staring at me, asking me when it's gonna be read.
Sounds familiar.
I need to read it. I know it's gonna be good. I love fantasy and sci-fi, and I know N.K. Jemisin was very influenced by Octavia Butler, who's one of my favorite writers of all time as well. So I need to get to it. And then On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous, it's nonfiction, but it's like written by Ocean Vuong, who's a poet, and I'm sure it doesn't need to be introduced, but like you've read it, our other best friend has read it and chose it for me to read for the series I'm doing. So
it's interesting because like I guess technically it's an autobiography, but it's more like fiction because I feel like it's autobiographical fiction in a way.
Autobiographical.
Because the way it's written is like fiction. Very poetic too.
Yeah, it's just like one of those, I just am really bad at reading anything that I think
that you know is sad.
Yeah, that I think will make me cry.
I'm like that too.
So, and everyone that I know who's read this, who's Southeast Asian, has been like, by it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, shit, I'm gonna be really sad. So that's why I've been avoiding it, but I do have the goal of reading it by the end of the year. So it's definitely gonna happen in the second half.
You can take it slow with that book. It's very dense, and you kind of like find yourself like, it's also a very sensual experience. So you're gonna kind of find yourself like wanting to like reread paragraphs just because of how like vivid the imagery is.
Yes, we are fans of sensual books.
So the last question, we changed it to what's your most read genre so far?
Okay, should we write it? I feel like we both have the same one.
Yeah.
1,
2, 3.
Fantasy! That's all we can do in these trying times.
I actually thought for me it was going to be romance, but then I realized that like I tend to binge read fantasy series. So then like all those like trilogies and like 4-book series, like they really add up. So
she read all of Cinder in like 2 days.
Yeah. Cruel Prince, that one I read like in 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good times. This last year I've really fallen deeply in love with fantasy. I think there's just something about, I mean, I'm just really fascinated by the fact that people can build these really interesting worlds, and sometimes they don't do it that well, but it's still really amazing. It's something that I don't think I could ever do. And I think growing up having like really worshipped the Harry Potter series, I think knowing that there are all these other writers of color, frankly, and who aren't transphobic that are out there is just really heartening, and I've just really enjoyed every single fantasy book that I've read this year. I don't think there's a single one that I'm like, I hated it. Like every single one I've been like, oh, it's good. It's like there's something about it that I think speaks to either our current society, I guess that's more sci-fi, but our current society or like where we could be going down the line.
Yeah, I feel like fantasy for me wasn't really a genre that I read like before this year, and then Pam kept being like, you should read this book, and this book, and this book, and then I like read all of them because I get like reading FOMO. And then like, yeah, so it's definitely like reawakened a love for the speculative, the imaginative, and yeah, so we'll definitely be reading more fantasy in the future probably because I read everything that Pam recommends.
It's true.
Thank you for watching our mid-year Freakout book tag. If you haven't seen the first part of it, it's on Pam's channel. You can also check out her channel for more book-related things. And yeah, we'll see you next time.
Thanks for having me.
Bye.
Bye.